Welcome to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Thanks so much for your support and listening to us. We appreciate it. We're going to continue onward with our little battle here that is just kind of starting, it looks like. Last time, oh, shoot. I forgot to introduce ourselves. Let me back up. My name's Devin. I am the Dungeon Master.
I am Ryan, and I'm playing Alton, the terrible dice roller.
Brad playing Arden the Wizard.
I'm Kayla, I'm playing Kaiji, the Tabaxi Pirate.
I'm Austin, I'm playing Sheru, the Clumsy Turtle.
I'm Ben, I'm playing Raina the Ranger, who hopes to not die in a battle that the DM is very eager to get.
Very true.
I'm Asar, I am playing the Fire Genasi Cleric.
And then we still have our guest here,
My name's Will. I'll be playing Tristan, the freed prisoner.
who will hopefully turn the tide of battle, because
Or he will die too.
this is going to be fun for me. There's our title. So as I was saying, the party last time has been traveling to find some friends that have been lost. They think they may have had a group of merchants that they traveled with in the recent past, rather, and that they are trying to see if they can get rescued or if it is even them. They also have some other people that have gone missing that they've been looking for as well. So we're going to pick up with them having just got to this ruin of some sort that seems to be of Tuchawi origin from high Tuchawi society, and two goblins have noticed them, and they noticed the goblins, and a horn has been sounded by the goblins. So we're going to pick up there. What are you guys doing?
Well, I wanted to do
I'm going to cast Hellfire on him.
Mage Armor.
Before you do that, let's actually roll initiative.
Yeah.
So
Dang it.
Which dice is going to work?
Rainer, you're up first in my list.
I have a 21.
21. Asar.
4.
Beautiful. Sharu.
12.
Mossy.
How do you do this again? Oh, 16.
Arden.
15.
Alton.
7.
And Tristan.
17.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't that's not a 3. That's a 6.
What?
I couldn't see it because of the glare. It's actually 7.
7. All right. It's a lot better.
All right, high five. We're going at the same time.
This one, I'm
Okay.
using a different dice. Different.
What is your dex?
It's a +3.
Okay, you go first then.
All right. Yes, I am going to use bonus action and Hunter's Mark the closest goblin. And going to arrow the 9 hells out of him. Oh, okay. That is 15 to hit.
I believe that'll hit.
Okay, nice. Rolled better damage. 10 damage.
That'll do it. Okay. So you see this goblin. You pull out your arrow, notch it. You're worried about your confidence with how you shot last time, and you fire the arrow off and hits it right in the chest, and you see it drop forward over the wall.
Goblin version of a Windhelm scream off the
Exactly.
Off the edge.
Exactly.
Yeah, just a little more gravelly.
I don't know. It'd be pretty similar. They're pretty high pitched, depending on what realm you look at in fantasy. Okay, so you took out that goblin, and the next one, seeing its buddy just fall face forward, pulls out an arrow and returns fire right back at you.
How dare he do that?
What's your AC?
15.
15. Okay. That will hit, and I'm gonna have you take 6 points of piercing damage.
I probably deserved that.
So you take the arrow right in the thigh, and you see the goblin just kind of screech at you. Ah! And we're on to Tristan.
So seeing that happen, I'm kind of break off from the group to my right and head a little bit and try and find some cover to kind of hide behind.
Okay. So there is a large pillar. It's probably about 10 feet tall. There.
Cool. I'll go there and try and hide
And-
behind it.
Broken pillar.
Gotcha.
And when I say 10 feet tall, I mean like 10 feet wide. So it's a very large round pillar.
So the
Gotcha.
part that's fallen over is 10 feet tall.
Oh wow,
Gotcha.
that's
okay.
a
So I'm gonna
big
kind
It
of
is.
peek around one edge of it and kind of like try and cunning action hide, and then I'm gonna shoot at him with my short bow.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Do I have advantage?
I guess you should hide first.
Yes, I should. Let's see. Stealth. 16.
You are not hidden.
Darn. All right. Attack. Dad misses.
Okay. Sounds good. And so you knock your arrow, fire goes wide. You hear it clatter against stone. And Kaiji, you are up next.
You can do it.
Is that goblin over there the only one we can see right now? Can I make a perception?
You can make a perception check. A lot of so just to clarify for you, and you can make a perception check from where you're at, but a lot of this is obscured by ruins and bush.
Okay. How far away is that? 1, 2, 10.
Is that 60?
That's 50 feet, huh?
50, yeah.
Let's see. My movement is so I could use feline agility.
What?
Whoa, what's that?
I can
Basically
double. I can double my
I
movement
changed my mind.
to dash up here and onto there.
She just can't move next turn. But yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
Then action
But-
or bonus action?
It's a bonus action. So I can still use my action, but I can't move from that
Okay.
spot next turn. And then on my perception, I rolled a 23.
So since you used a bonus action, your perception is going to count as your action this turn. Is that okay?
Okay. Sounds
Okay. 23?
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's see if you see anything else.
There's 15 more goblins.
Okay. You do see from that vantage point, 2 more goblins. Ugh, gotta mind the microphones.
Yeah.
You put them kind of in that area. See 2 more goblins there. And you see a gnoll up here. Right up there.
Do I have time to motion to my companions, or
I
is
would
that
say
the end
no.
of my action?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure you could shout, but that's about it.
Okay.
But like whatever it would be in 6 seconds.
Okay. Then.
There's
Yeah, it
more.
probably took me 6 seconds to run up there, so we'll be good.
Okay. Arden.
Run away. Wow, really far away from everything.
I should have moved on my turn after my attack.
All right, well,
I didn't think about it.
still
It's
going
okay.
to do the same thing of casting mage armor on myself
Okay.
and move towards yeah, behind the rock. I'll move towards Kaiji behind that rock.
Can you make it that far?
That'd be just 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, I'll hide behind the bush.
But hide behind this bush.
He like goes up to your knees.
So you move to the bush and you cast Mage Armor.
Yep.
That's your turn.
That's it.
Okay. Up next is that little goblin right in front of you, Kaiji. Not that one. Yeah, these ones. This one is going to also grab a bow and fire at you. And what's your AC there? It doesn't matter. It hit.
Okay.
And you're going to take 3 points of piercing damage. So the arrow comes streaking in. You dodge just in time, but not quite fast enough, and you feel the edge of the arrow cut into your arm. But doesn't. You don't have an arrow in your arm, if that makes you feel better.
Yeah, that makes you feel much better.
Okay. Next one is going to go, and is also going to. It's going to move up. It's going to get into half cover inside of those bushes there. I'll back up a little bit. There you go. And it's also going to fire an arrow at Kaiji. What's your AC?
15.
That is going to just hit. And you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Okay. And so another arrow comes streaking in and pierces you kind of just above the hip. And you feel the blood start to trickle down. And we are on to the gnoll. So the gnoll is going to jump off of its little rock crevice and run into where that single goblin is, and just kind of sit in there. And these walls, you guys cannot see the gnoll from inside of here from where it's at.
How high are those walls?
I'd say that part where the goblin is about 15 feet tall. Where the broken parts are, you're going to have somewhere between 5 to 10.
Okay, so the goblin's up on the top of the wall, but that gnoll's just down inside. Okay.
Bring the gnoll a little bit further, closer to me. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Shrew, you are up next.
Okay, so Sherry's going to go this way. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Where'd you have to run so far?
I'm a tiger, is what I do.
I'll use both my movement and action to move. So 10, 15, 20,
I
25,
think the
30.
real problem is how far away I am from a SAR.
So I run
think
towards Kaiji and that's my turn.
Okay, sounds good. So you come up this way. You see the goblins there, and you face off, shell ready for anything.
I duck behind my shield like, oh no.
Okay, and Alton, you are up next.
All right. I'm gonna move like southeast, like similar to where Tristan moved, but further up toward the goblins.
Okay.
I have 30 feet of movement, so yeah, probably about where you went, I think.
What was that?
Here's, yeah.
10, 20, 30?
Yeah,
like that?
that's good there.
Somewhere in that area.
All right, whatever God is blessing me, it's time for you to step up. And I hellfire at that goblin closest to me.
Okay, that one does have half cover.
Okay, is there any goblin from my point that wouldn't have cover?
The one on the wall.
Okay, the one up on the wall. Yeah, I'll just hellfire over at him then.
Okay.
See if I can hit him. Yeah, I finally rolled it good. That's a 23.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Gotta find my D4s. 2 fire damage and 1 necrotic damage.
All right.
The real
But he's on
question
fire now.
Is do we have a burning bush situation?
No burning bush situation.
I'd have to cast hellfire at the bush first. I could light it on fire then.
Nice.
Okay, so the goblin is on fire. You see it. You see the impact hit. The dark necrotic energy kind of, slightly goes courses through around his body, and the flames start to burn into his gut. And you see him start patting at it. And that is your turn. Where are we? Asar, you are up next.
Asa is going to try to walk, so she's in the middle between Alton, Reyna, and Auden.
Here?
Well,
Or right
I'm
here?
trying to
Right
bless them, so I need to just be within,
Here.
what,
For these
30 feet of all of them. And so they are blessed, so Arden, Alton, and Reyna are blessed.
Okay. So
And if I can, I'll use the rest of my movement to like duck and cover behind a tree or bush.
there's that pillar there.
There we go.
Well, whatever I muttered to my god, I guess it worked.
Probably be like,
Yeah, just fill this one.
Suddenly I'm
this
feeling
little
blessed.
tiny crack right there.
yeah.
Okay. So you run up and you bring that divine energy coursing through you, and it the radiant white flows from your fingertips and surrounds these three, and they begin to glow faintly. And then you end your turn near the pillar, and we're on to another creature. Tristan, you're the one that's not painted, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's see.
I did attempt to hide, and I had a 16.
Okay. Sounds good. Bear with me. Okay.
That was a bonus action. Sorry. I realized I had a bonus action I could have done.
Ding.
All right. So this guy, what's his name?
When I was playing your character, I did the same thing. I was like, there was a bonus action.
Okay. I know exactly what happened there. I just no one can see this creature yet, so we are back up to Rainer.
Okay. I'm going to put my hunter's mark on this guy and take a shot at him. Oh, 16.
That'll hit.
Thank God.
Roll your damage.
That
That bless saved your life.
Saved me, yeah.
I mean, probably save Sharu's life.
10 damage.
Okay, so you knock another arrow, you aim up, and you pierce this one right in the throat. Falls right off the wall, backwards into the area. You hear it. You don't actually hear a shriek. There's not any sound from that one. Its throat was pierced. So, okay, and you move up.
Start moving forward, yes.
Perfect. Let me take this guy out of the picture. All right, Tristan, you are up.
Okay, so the two goblins that we saw originally, they're gone now. Can I see any of the other creatures that have come up?
You cannot.
Okay. So, thinking combat's over, I'm going to probably stand up and come out from there. Well, I reckon there's probably some more. And, well, I guess when I say stand up and come out of cover, probably just peek my head up over the other pillar. Oh, that never mind. It's 10 feet tall.
So you're
I
gonna go
ain't
around
quite
this way
that
or
tall.
this way.
You have to be really tall.
I'm just going to make sure, because it kind of seems like there's like a fortress right here, and I presume that's a wall.
Yeah, so it's ruins,
there's
but
a
the
wall right
walls
here.
are they're anywhere between 5 to 10 feet in that section.
So it seems like they've got quite a bit done here. So I'm going to sneak off towards me, and I'm going to bonus action dash and kind of just swing around the long way.
This way?
Yeah, 60 feet of movement. And if I see anything, if I see any enemies, then I'll shoot them. If I don't, then I'll just keep moving.
Okay, so when you get just before that square, moving 5 feet back, you see right in front of you
Oh, no.
a gnoll.
Jump out of that huge bush.
And he is wielding a spear.
Oh, fun. Okay, so I see that, and I guess with the... I'm probably not going to hide well from him, but I'll use my last 5 feet of movement to try and duck behind the bush that I'm right next to. Can't really hide, so I'm just trying to
Oh,
take
yeah.
any kind of cover.
Did you bonus
I
action?
did the dash, right? So I'm just going to get a little bit more distance here, and I'll just shoot at him with my short bow.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
It's a 14 to hit.
That'll miss. So you are surprised by the gnoll appearing out of nowhere. You backtrack. What?
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
There's the title.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I come around the corner, get surprised by this guy. Oh shit! And just the arrow goes wide.
Yeah, so you fire your arrow, and it just misses. And we are on to Kaiji.
So my plan, tell me how many of these things I can actually do in my turn,
Sure.
is to shoot at this one that got hellfired, and then jump behind this rock and start trying
That
to...
one did not get hellfired.
You can't move.
This one didn't get hellfired?
No, it was the one on the wall.
The
The
one
two
that
that
Rainer
died
just
have
killed.
been hellfired.
Yeah.
So I looked it over. I mean, if I use my dash action, and no, what I'm saying is I could have made it here with just my dash action. I didn't need the feline agility.
Yeah, because you're a rogue too.
Yeah. So I only need feline agility if I want to go like all the way the heck over here.
Nice.
So I'm fine. I can jump off. My plan is to shoot at him, jump off the rock, and try to grind myself some concoction with my herbalism kit.
Okay.
I'm guessing I can shoot at him and then jump off the rock in my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
And doing something with the herbalism kit, my guess is it's probably going to take more than one turn.
Okay.
So
How many turns would you give me?
I'd say probably 3.
Okay. I'll consider it. Depends on what
Okay.
happens.
So go ahead and make your attack roll.
That's a 13.
Okay. That'll miss. So you
Okay.
fire your arrow, and it bounces off the rock and fades into the distance.
Okay, and then I jump off and hide in that little crevice right there.
Okay. Sounds good. Alrighty. We are on to Arden.
Well, going to try to get closer. I see enemies, right? No? Yes?
From where you're at, it's pretty difficult to see anything.
You probably saw Kaiji fire an arrow.
Yeah, you might have seen Tristan react to finding that gnoll around the corner too.
Well, I was
Over
10
there.
foot
No,
tall
because
pillar.
I'm, yeah, I'm,
Oh,
I'm
yeah, it's
over
kind of
here.
a wall block, and I'm
So
kind
not
of
really.
hidden from everyone right
He's
now.
gonna die, so it's cool.
He needs to just run.
So I'm gonna keep going
It's
towards
just one less
Kaiji.
person to split the experience.
That's right.
Just another
That's
30
right.
feet.
Who wants to be Gandalf?
Can I see anything from this vantage point?
Yeah. So you should be able to see that. You could probably see both those goblins.
But I probably can't hit him with 60 feet. Of anything, right?
I don't know. I don't know what the distance is there.
Yeah,
So
you
don't
don't.
have health.
Yeah, it's in your radius.
Which
you
bowl
could
is?
do it.
Oh, that's only 30 feet.
Well then.
Get some better spells.
I know.
I wish I had some ranged spells prepared.
I'm trying. I only have one thing I can do.
Yeah, his spell list. I'm not gonna lie. Terrible.
It was supposed to be terrible. It's part of the story. It makes sense.
That's what my character would do.
I chose kind of randomly, and that's the point of.
That's fine.
Anyway, so
for utility,
yeah.
terrible.
Oh yeah, totally. Makes sense with the story.
I do that when I have casters. That's why I'm not.
But Ray of Frost
Okay. So which one?
to the farthest right one.
Back to the old
Well,
rewild.
because
Or
this
whatever
one's
I can
undercover, this one's not.
Okay, whatever one I first see then.
So you'd probably see the one that's got half cover first.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your damage or your attack.
Oh, damage already. Cool. 8 plus 6.
14.
So 14.
Okay. So you shoot this ray of frost, and it hits into the bushes, but isn't able to get through into the goblin. You see the bushes kind of get a little bit of frost on them, but No damage. We're on to the
Not a burning bush, but we have a frosty bush.
So, the one on the rock is going to take a shot, having just seen this wonderful wizard.
Oh no.
Take a shot at the wizard. What's your AC?
Right now it's 14.
Ooh, lucky duck. They got a 13.
Yes.
So the arrow comes piercing in, and you see that it's going to hit you right in the chest, and your arcane energy just surges, creating a force right in front of you, and the arrow just shatters right in front of you.
Yes.
And the goblin is going to retreat back. We're going to go 30 feet this way towards this
Towards
structure.
that knoll right there.
Perfect. And the other goblin is also going to fire at said wizard. And that arrow just gets stuck in those bushes. And this goblin is also going to retreat 30 feet backwards. Okay. And up next is the knoll that is technically out of your sight now. And as you guys are kind of encroaching in on the ruins here, you start to hear screams like, "No! No! Don't take me! No! No!" And that's all you hear.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Sharu, you're up.
Let's see. How far can I get? 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, so I'm just going to run right here. Because after hearing that screaming, I just run straight in. From that point, do I see anything?
You see the goblins in front of you, but you do not see anything around that corner where that knoll is.
He has line of sight on the other knoll that's starting interesting.
You do see the knoll.
Okay.
The other knoll.
That's near
It's no
Tristan.
interesting.
Let's see. Where's my bonus? All right. While I'm in there, I'm going to use my bonus action to use my Harness Divine Power and regain my spell slot that I used to douse Arden this morning.
You technically regained those slots. You had a long rest.
I had a long rest, but I had woken up. That was after.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
the 2-hour watch that we have is a part of the long rest. You don't regain the spells till the end of the rest.
Well, then I wouldn't have been able to cast that spell because I had no more spell slots at that point.
It's fine. We'll just do what you're doing here.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. All right. Okay. Alton, you are up.
Where I'm standing kind of near the edge of that fallen pillar, would I have seen... Do I have line of sight on Tristan and what he was doing there?
You do not.
Okay, so I wouldn't know.
You did hear me say, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
I would say that you're pretty far from being able to hear that. It's a pretty decent distance there.
That's
It's
probably
like
fair.
60 feet or so. It's not too far.
It's also outside.
Okay, so I can't see anything then because those goblins retreated.
You can move though.
Yeah, I can move. I'm going to just kind of do the same thing. I'm going to start investigating around to the south of that area, the same direction Tristan went. So I've got 30 feet.
20, 25, 30.
Okay. Can I see anything from that point?
You cannot.
Okay.
Huh?
Then,
You can see me.
I was
yeah.
gonna say he's
Yeah,
away
you can
from
see
the wall.
Tristan.
You could see me like pointing my bow,
Yeah,
having
I'll
just
just-
released an arrow.
Yeah, but I can't quite see past the wall to see the knoll, so I'll just keep
Right.
moving another 30 feet toward Tristan, seeing that he's pointing at something.
Okay.
And that'll basically be my move then, or my turn.
So you do see the knoll show up there, and that's about all you see.
Might be able to see one of the goblins behind the knoll, but also behind the rocks.
I would say probably not.
I'd be a little bit distracted by the knoll if it were me.
It is a big knoll.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Asar, you are up.
Will Asar follow Alton or Reyna?
I think that's kind of an obvious choice.
Same thing.
She'll probably follow Reyna,
That's what I
and
thought.
she'll run up just behind him, and I can't see anyone. Correct.
Yeah, at this point, you wouldn't be able to see any of the baddies.
I'm going to. How much movement do I have left?
That was 30 feet.
Then
Was it not?
No, that was like
20.
25, 20.
then I'll continue to use the rest of my movement, and I'll try to get close to Mossy.
So another 30 feet to Mossy.
Right around here?
Yeah.
Not that far?
It's 20,
Unless you can fit through there.
Can I fit through?
probably.
You could probably climb over those rocks easily enough.
Okay.
Those ones are probably like 3 to 5 feet.
Okay.
Okay. Is that your turn?
No, I can't see anything else.
Okay. So the gnoll on the, we're going to call it the south side, lowers its spear and is going to come stabbing in towards Tristan.
Good, so I didn't just
Oh no, my dice!
I didn't just present
It's gone
a giant red
forever.
target.
It didn't count.
Quick, touch it, my foot.
Breathe on it.
I think I've cursed it. It touched my foot.
It's possible. What's your AC?
With the leather armor that I have here, 14.
14. Dang it. 13.
Not that I know it.
Okay.
So I want to drag the gnoll right
Okay.
up in front of me.
Yeah, so move the gnoll up just kind of in that right next to the bush. And comes stabbing in with the spear. You're able to block it away with your shield. And you are wearing your shield, right?
I gave my shield to
That's right. You
Asar.
don't have a shield.
I have the
You
leather armor that gives me 11, plus my 3 in dex gives
Gotcha.
me 14.
You push it out of the way with your bow. Just pushing the spearhead down just enough to miss you. And then the gnoll just growls in rage. You see its teeth bared and its yellow eyes piercing into you. And we are on to Raynor.
Okay. Reyna is going to use full movement and just run all the way in, kind of.
Chasing after Shiru.
Yeah, well, getting rid of the bow and pulling out my whips. As soon as I see the first goblin, I'm going to move my hunter's mark to him, but that's all I
Okay.
can do.
Sounds good. And up next is Tristan.
Does gnolls have just one attack?
Good. Okay, so
I double checked.
I'm gonna drop my bow in the bush, and I'm gonna pull out and draw my short sword, and then I'm gonna sidestep a little bit so that I'm flanking with Alton
No, he's not close enough
when
to
he
flank.
gets close enough, and I'm going to
Who
hold.
says I'm going to get close now?
I certainly hope you are. I'm going to hold my action to strike the gnoll until Alton gets within 5 feet.
Because sneak
If
attack.
he does get within 5 feet, yes.
Sounds
because
good.
sneak
Oh
attack.
boy.
So I'm just going to
no.
sidestep a little bit so that we can flank, and I'm going to try and stay engaged with him to try and grant advantage on a flank.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hold my action to attack until he's within 5 feet flanking, so that I have advantage.
So I'm going to say that that's
If
going to be a
it's
little bit
close.
difficult. If you do that, you're going to be on difficult terrain because the bush is there, and like this is a rigid bush. Something that if you're stepping on, it's not going to feel very good.
Well, a little bit further out.
Can you go to there?
Yeah.
To that one?
Okay, so I'd say that's fine. I will say, just with passing through difficult terrain, it's probably going to provoke an attack of opportunity, though.
So I'm trying to
That's
look
not
up
a
the
That's just rude.
trying to look up the cunning action for dash. I believe if I cunning action dash, I ignore difficult terrain. Or I could just
could have
cunning
circled
action
around the
disengage.
long way too.
Yeah, I could do
That's
that
fine.
as well.
To
You
get
could
around
do
the
that.
bush.
I could cunning action disengage to essentially negate that, or or dash
Yep, that's
to
fine.
get through the difficult terrain? Or
You're
just
able
run
to
around?
make it work.
Cool.
So,
Don't kill me, please. Not again.
hey, you're a guest character. I can do whatever the heck I want.
Oh, is that how you treat your guests? Okay. I'll say how it is.
All right, Kaiji, you are up.
So I'm about to start rifling through my bag, trying to find the right herbs, and then I see a SAR. I just slump my head back against the rock. Help me! I'm bleeding out pretty
Sure,
severely
just
from
ignore
my
it.
side. So I'm gonna stay there until the SAR can help me.
Okay.
Wait, how much health do you have left?
I'm about halfway there.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Take a couple
just
shots.
wondering, how tall is this rock?
That rock is probably like 3 feet.
Okay. After a SAR's turn, can I hide behind this rock to shoot?
If you're waiting for her, so if you're essentially waiting,
Yeah,
you don't get
save
your
my
movement back.
action. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I will stay there until I'm healed.
Okay. Sounds good. So you are suffering in pain, bleeding, and Arden, you are up.
Not much I can do about the bleeding, sorry, and keep running into where everyone else is at.
Yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you'd be at 30 feet.
Can I
you'd
see
be able to
anything?
You should be able to see that goblin. It's a little obscured by Raynor, but
not the.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
yeah,
and-
you're
the
fine.
knoll is hidden, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
20
you are
foot
not
wall.
able to see that knoll.
All right. Well, I'm going to.
Try to fire the same thing, Ray of Frost.
Okay, roll your damage or your attack.
He's just been rolling so well tonight.
Don't forget your bust.
Add a
D4.
D4.
Yeah,
You forgot that
I
last time,
forgot
didn't you?
that last time. I even made a note of it. 16.
That just hits.
Good.
So go
Thank
ahead
you
and
for
roll
the
your
bless,
damage.
because that helped a lot. 3.
Okay.
And their speed is reduced by 10.
Okay. So the ray of frost comes streaking in. You just shoot underneath Raynor's arm. You know, the whip
Between the
whip gets a
legs.
little bit of a frost on it, and the between the legs. What are we playing, basketball?
Bounces off the. Yeah.
And so you hit the goblin right around the hip area, and you see it grab its side and kind of growl back at you. And we are on to that said goblin. So this goblin is going to drop its bow and pull out its scimitar. And it's going to circle around to the back of Sharu and strike at him there.
So stabbing a turtle in the back doesn't sound like a great idea.
Get him in the leg or the neck or something.
Where do you think they get the natural 17 AC from?
You're AC 17, right?
19, because I have a shield.
19. Well, it still hits.
What?
Wow.
Rolled a 19.
Wow.
So, the scimitar comes streaking in and he goes for the hamstring. And I'm going to have you take 3 points of slashing damage. Okay.
Ouch. Gremlin.
Scratch
And
my shell. I just waxed it.
next one is going to come up next to you and to do the same thing. Oh, yes, that one hits too.
Oh, gosh.
3 points of slashing damage. So this one comes streaking in, same leg, stabs you this time. Slashing weapon, slashes at your leg. And we are on to the
hidden knoll.
Yes. And you start to hear what sounds like someone getting beat. And more screams. And then they start to fade.
Oh, great.
And it is your turn, Shrew.
Can I tell where that screams are coming from?
Yeah, it's coming from the south end.
Okay. I'm going to take those attacks of opportunity and run towards the screams.
Okay.
That's 25 feet of movement. And from there, can I see what's going on?
Both attacks miss, and you can. So you see here 4 individuals, 3 individuals actually. You see, oh gosh, what's his name?
Jalen?
No.
Tethys.
Tethys. That's the one. You see Tethys, Shelkosh, and
Tiefling.
the Tiefling. Lokamish. Thank you for taking notes, because my notes are scattered at the moment. So, you see those 3, and Tethys is getting beat to a pulp with the blunt end of the spear.
Does he still appear alive?
He is unconscious,
Okay.
at least from what you can tell.
Okay. I'm going to cast, as a bonus action, Sanctuary on Tethys.
Okay. What does that do for him?
Basically, you ward a creature with range against attack until spell ends, and a creature targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. That's basically all.
Okay.
Doesn't protect against like area effects though.
Okay. Do you want to get 3 just humanoids out for me?
And you said they were south, like down at this end?
No.
North?
Yeah. So I'm sorry. East. I meant east.
So there's
In
no...
that circular area there. Yes.
Underneath the wall where the first 2 goblins were.
And then I'm gonna shout, "Hey, poopy butt!" and throw a dagger at him.
Okay.
14.
That'll miss.
Okay.
So your dagger goes wide, just misses Tethys, and the gnoll looks over at you and snarls. So, up next is Alton.
Okay.
You can do it.
I actually rolled to see like if I would catch on and figure this out and move in or and flank or not.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna go ahead and try it out because I haven't really tried this spear yet, and I want to see if I'm any good at it. So I do move in and flank
Okay.
with Tristan.
So go ahead and.
So
since
now
that
he's
triggers-
flanking, so advantage.
Oh, sorry. I actually got an 18 because I just minus my dex instead of adding my roll to hit.
Gotcha. That will hit then. Go ahead and roll your damage.
So actually it's only 1, so 15 total. 16 total.
That'll hit.
Okay. Sorry.
You're good.
1
1.
damage.
Okay. Good to know.
I think it's also -1 because I have minus the dex. So
I don't think it subtracts there.
I think it's a
For the
minimum
dagger
damage
damage?
of 1.
Hit him in the toe.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your attack with advantage.
15 plus 5,
That'll
30,
hit.
20. And with sneak attack, that is 5 plus 3, 8 damage.
Sounds good. So you stab in with your short sword, and you hit him right around the rib cage. It doesn't go like into the chest itself, but you can see the gnoll snarl in pain. And we are on to Alton.
Okay, so I will stab with the spear. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Ooh.
So I don't really need the bless. Critical hit.
So roll your damage twice.
Great. Never rolled damage for this spear. Where is my D8?
Are you holding it with one hand or two hands?
Two hands.
Oh, never mind.
So it's a D8.
Yeah, I'm doing two-handed attack, so it's a D8. Because I
So
don't
roll-
have
roll
to
it
do
twice.
anything. Yep. Great, because that was a 1 and a 6. So plus a
7 plus
1.
mod.
Yeah,
believe
so
it's
it's 8 total piercing damage.
Okay.
Still a stabby stab.
Yep.
So you come in at the other rib, so he's getting pierced on both sides, and
Just skewer him.
yeah, you penetrate in. It still doesn't go past the rib cage, but you see that the gnoll is not doing well. You see blood starting to trickle down severely, and we are on to Asar.
Asa is going to see Mossy and realize, oh, she's very hurt. And I'm going to rush over and touch her with some cure wounds. And that is 7 points of healing.
Heck yeah.
And
Thank you.
I'm going to use the rest of my action to
Praise
run
Judah
towards Rainer.
That's right. So you're here.
Yeah, I have 30 feet.
5, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. Sounds good. And the gnoll is going to go next, and it is going to it's going to lash out against Alton. It does not like this spear.
Nice.
AC,
bro.
what's your AC?
13.
13. Okay.
It's terrible.
Sounds good. You are going to take where you go? You're going to take 10 points of piercing damage as he kind of lurches into your blow and takes his spear in both hands and comes swinging down with both hands from a downward position right into your shoulder blade, or rather your collarbone. And pierces down. Your bones block it just enough so it doesn't get into your chest, but you are.
It's still a big hit. I'm down
You
a
are
lot.
hurting. So, and you see the gnoll snarl, baring its teeth, almost smiling at you.
I just grin right back at him.
Okay, Rainer, you are up.
Okay, hearing the screams, I'm going to ignore the goblins altogether and just go 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that puts me in range with my whips. And I'm going to go for this gnoll. First one is not going to hit. That was, unless a 12 hits.
It doesn't hit.
I didn't think
Even
so.
with your bless?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second one. Oh, that's better. That'd be a 18. No, 21.
That'll hit.
So that's 6 damage.
Okay. And this was with your regular whip, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I missed with the good one.
Where'd my monster go? There he is. 6 damage. Okay. So you come cracking in with this whip right across the shoulder blade. And it turns its eyes towards you and grabs its spear at the ready. So up next is Tristan.
All right. Seeing Mr. Nasty Knoll attacking my friend Alton, I'm going to snarl at him and just say, "Go to hell," in Thieves' Cant, so it sounds like just absolute gibberish.
Okay.
Just kind of snarl and growl back at him and just come at him. Ooh, nat 20.
Okay. Roll your damage.
And
Is it a
because he's
sneak
within
attack?
5 feet, I do get sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to double yet. You get to roll your-
6 and 1 is 7, plus the 3 makes 10, plus 10 more. 20 damage total.
Okay. This you come stabbing in pretty much right in the same spot that you did with your short sword before, and you slip through the ribs and get right into the rib cage there, and you see the gnoll slacken, and you feel the weight of it just slump right on your sword, and,
To drop him.
and he just drops to the ground, down. So
I've got no strength.
okay. Up next is Mossy.
So I kind of peek around this rock and I don't see those goblins. That's
You
what they're
might be able
called.
to see one of them.
Yeah, I probably don't through these two.
Yeah, if you can move a little bit more, you probably could see that.
So
other
I
one easily
use this
enough.
rock to climb back up onto this rock and shoot at that gnoll that I saw before.
That gnoll you cannot see.
I can't. You said I could see him from that rock before.
When he was over here.
Yeah,
When he was over there.
Yeah, but then he ran behind a 20-foot wall.
yeah. That wall's like 15 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you could probably see over the top to those
But
guys.
yeah, I can't.
now.
I could see those guys now.
You can see the one that doesn't have the hunter's mark.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll shoot at him.
Shoot!
Pew pew.
And I miss.
Okay. Sounds good.
Does the hunter's mark help anybody else other than you?
No.
Or- okay.
Okay, so the arrow goes wide,
And I
and
can't
we are
move
on
it
to
until he's dead
Arden.
either. So
Oh, me.
Mhm.
That's me.
Smee.
I will keep running in until I see something.
Okay. So you run probably 15 feet in, and you can see those goblins easily enough.
Mother of pearl. So that freaks me out a little bit. And witch bolt.
Okay.
Oh yeah, D4. That's
not good.
it might be okay though. So 8 plus 6,
14.
14 plus 1, so 15.
Okay,
15.
that just hits.
Yes! That one on the D4
I'm helping.
just did enough. All right. Where's my D12? One.
Which one are you targeting?
The first one that I see, so I assume the left one. Because the other one's kind of behind a rock.
One
So-
lightning.
Yeah.
We got 15 feet.
But it's still sustained, so next time
Do you have to roll an attack roll each time
Yeah.
with Witch Bolt?
I can just use an action to deal the damage. I don't have to.
As long as he maintains
it's
concentration.
automatic. Yeah.
Then it's
Oh,
That's
cool.
true.
So you don't have to keep rolling an attack every time.
Okay.
But I have to maintain concentration, which
Right.
And within 30 feet.
yeah.
So these goblins are not happy with you.
Oh,
And
sure.
they're going to come running up with
Oh.
their scimitars brandished.
Just wonderful.
And each one is going to take a side. And we're going to roll.
I deserve this.
The first one's going to miss.
Probably the one with lightning.
It's a good thing you have mage armor on.
Yeah.
Second one's going to miss. Bummer.
Unless the
He still
wizard
has
hit
a
the
shield.
turtle.
Mage
Blinded
armor
by
is
the
so
lightning.
I
Okay.
imagine
Yeah,
it,
can you
like,
do a
bouncing
reaction
off
when
the
you're
magic and you're just like,
Yeah,
I don't think you can.
you can. You
It's
just can't
technically
cast
a
another
spell.
concentration spell.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, not another
No,
concentration.
this wouldn't take a reaction.
No, I know. I'm just saying if I used shield.
If he
I
had
see.
had to.
Yeah. So if you use shield, that would break the concentration.
No, it wouldn't.
No, it
no,
wasn't.
it wouldn't.
Has to
Because
be
it's not a
not a
Shield's not a
concentration spell.
concentration spell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shield is a reaction
Well,
spell.
thank you for being smarter at the rules than I am.
Okay, we're good. Well, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, so okay, we're good.
Okay.
Anything to ruin Devin's fun.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm invincible.
All I'm doing is trying to kill you. That's not a big deal. So,
You'll have to try harder.
and this gnoll in there is going to turn around and come rushing in with his spear at Raynor. Oop. That is a natural 20.
Oh,
Wow. Bye,
Dang.
Rainer.
And that is going to be, roll twice, 13 points of piercing damage.
shit. Somehow I'm still on my feet.
Wow.
Man, that level up helped, huh? Okay, so he comes running in, pierces you right in the gut, and bares its teeth at you. And you smell its dog breath.
You can tell
not the
it's-
puppy breath.
It was a heavy hit, and I'm shaky.
Basically lethal, but he's standing.
Okay.
Sheer force of stubborn
Somehow,
will.
yeah.
And we are on to Sharu.
Best way to protect is to attack.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
I rush in and I use inflict wounds on him.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice. So I hit because I rolled 19. So that's a total of 25.
25.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
3d10.
Do 30.
I wish, but I do 17.
Okay. So you come in, you take the necrotic energy coursing through your body as you come rushing in to touch him, and you grab him right in the shoulder, and his body convulses. Spear shaking, you see Raynor go a little bit, and then the gnoll drops dead.
Good riddance.
Well, I didn't need to do what I was going to do.
Okay. So next, you guys are going to hear the sound
Oh no, is there
of a guttural roar coming from the south.
Stop smiling about that.
Devin's face looks way too happy.
Yeah, he's way too happy about this.
And so you hear this roar come out. Sounds like some sort of beast. And we are on to Alton.
Well, I lower my hands as preparing to desperately do a burning hands on that gnoll, but Tristan took care of him. So I'm going to just start to make my way over toward that opening in the ruins and the rest of the group and see if I can get line of sight on those 2 goblins facing Arden.
By the way, with this crumbled wall here, can we see those goblins over the crumbled wall?
I would say yeah.
Okay.
What about this crumbled?
Can I get past these
No.
bushes or do I need to go around them?
What about?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's roughly that I can do.
Yeah, you should be able to see one of the goblins.
Or one more. Okay.
You could probably see both.
Okay. Because I'm guessing I don't see anything that was making that roar.
You heard the roar, but you don't
Yeah.
see anything.
Okay.
Which
then I'm
is
going after
that
the
way?
goblins.
Right?
Yeah. So trying to get somewhere where I can eventually get to cover if I need, but that's my movement, so I'll just then shoot at the goblin.
Okay. Which one?
Can I tell which one looks more hurt?
The one
You can
on
see one with a lightning bolt going towards it.
the one on the
Connected
left
to.
looks more hurt.
Or a lightning beam.
Okay,
I guess.
I'll go after that one that looks more hurt just to see if I can maybe finish him off with the Hellfire.
Not the one with the lightning beam, the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
The left one.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. It's a 14 with the bless.
That will just miss. So the Hellfire goes wide,
Hits me in the face.
hits you in the face, and we're on to Asar.
Beards on fire for
Asa is
hepatitis.
going to move forward just a bit, but stay within like 10 feet away from the people. And she's going to cast Firebolt at, I don't know, the one that's not.
Yeah, this is the one that's
The
taking
hunter's marked one or
damage.
the not hunter's?
Yeah.
That's the one
They
have,
both
I
have
have.
taken damage.
Okay.
But the left one, or that one, I
Basically-
have a lightning,
Yeah, one's lightning bolted and one's hunter's marked.
a witch bolt
Or witch bolted.
on it right now, and then the other one is not witch bolted.
Okay, so I'll do the one that's not witch bolted.
Okay. Roll your attack.
That is. I don't think that will hit. Let's see. No, it's 7 plus 5.
12.
12.
That'll miss.
It does not hit. But as a bonus action, I feel the magic well up in me, and I convert some of my sorcery points into an additional spell slot.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Sounds
I've got
good.
like black fire flying past and rigor fire flying past. Nothing's hitting the sky.
Rainer, you are up.
Okay, Raina is going to move around here. He's just like, he's hurting, but he's just like, job's not finished. Got work to do. And
You ripped the
he's
spear
going
out of
to
your gut.
attack. He's going to attack this one first. Shit. He's not feeling well. That's 14 to hit.
Just misses.
Yeah.
Still
so-
crazy to me how high their AC is.
And he's
Nimble.
going to use his offhand and whip at the other one.
One with Hunter's Mark.
If they hadn't moved, towards
You do
me,
have
I
Hunter's
could've
Mark
been
on that
close
one.
enough.
Yeah, I know, but that only is a damage thing. That's it.
You don't get advantage? I'm pretty sure you get advantage on
Oh,
those.
Hunter's Mark. No, that just adds damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it just adds damage.
Well, glad you know your spells. Okay. Up next is Tristan.
All right, so I'm going to stow my short sword, put it back in its sheath, scabbard, whatever you call it. I'm going to move back over and pick up my bow that's on the ground. And then I'm going to move back over again. So that's what, 20 feet of movement there?
Yep.
Move me 10 more,
Like 15.
following all 10. Okay, there's 30. And cunning action dash. Move me another 30 feet. I wanted to try and get all the way up against that wall.
Up
Yes,
here?
that one there. That one, as far there as possible.
Okay.
And then I believe I have line of sight on that last goblin there on the right, the one that's being witch bolted.
Yep.
So I will take an attack on
You should
him.
have line of sight on either of them.
Okay, well, I'm aiming at the one that has the witch bolt.
Okay.
9 plus 5, 14.
That'll just miss.
Also misses.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Jeez. You just kill these things already, guys.
I'm working on it.
Try it.
Kaiji.
I shoot at that one.
Okay.
Hunter's marked one.
Yeah, the hunter's marked one. And that's
Too much
a
light interference.
19.
That'll hit.
I'm
Nice.
assuming that hits.
Roll your damage.
Yay!
All the damage.
8.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
That goblin takes an arrow right into the head, and falls down dead.
Right to the knee.
I need to kill one of these. So I
Okay.
can get dark ones.
Up next is Arden.
Yes! And the continued witch bolt automatically hits. So
There
let's
you go.
see what the damage
Let's
is.
hope you roll enough.
Wow.
Another one.
Wow. One.
You're just tasing
Weakest witch bolt ever.
it. I cast taser.
Like an electric
It's basically just like,
Taser.
There's a little static.
It's not working. Deploy second taser.
Okay, so this goblin just gets a little jolt of energy and
yeah, that's pretty much.
uses its scimitar.
He's still that was just naturally going to happen. That doesn't count as your attack, does it?
It's an action to.
Okay.
It's an action to
So I
maintain
use my action to
concentration.
automatically deal
Okay.
a d12.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's going to take its scimitar and come slashing in at you again. What's your AC?
14.
Ah, that'll just hit.
Wait, shield.
Oh, there you go.
Will not hit.
But that's all
Okay.
my spells.
Oh, good.
We still got this whatever beast.
Yeah.
Should we make this goblin our pet?
No.
No.
And up next is Shrew.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to Tevier. No,
Tethys.
Tethys.
So all of them are bound.
All of them are bound. I check on Tethys because he's unconscious.
He's alive.
He's alive. Is he stable?
Yeah.
Okay. Since he's stable, I want to go unbound. Her name, the
Shalkosh.
Shit.
Shalkosh.
and take out my. I have a knife and a dagger, so I take out my knife and just cut her bonds.
Okay. Sounds good. You're able to do that easily enough. And you hear the roar once more. And Alton, you are up.
Okay. Trying again. Hellfire at the last standing goblin there.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Let's see how we do. Oh yeah. So 23.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
Please kill him.
Well, if I kill him, I get some healing from it, so I really want to. Good. 4 fire and 4 necrotic.
Wow.
Okay. The goblin goes down
All right.
in a pile of necrotic flame.
So I get Dark One's Blessing and gain 5 temp hit points.
Oh, nice.
Which I
Nice.
really need, so that helps.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay.
And
So-
then I still have movement, so I'm going to move toward the group 30 feet to try to get away from whatever that is I'm hearing.
Okay. So, as you guys have the battle kind of settle down, I'm assuming you're releasing the rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So you release the rest, and Shelkosh looks up at you and she says, "Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness you're here." And what the rest of you see kind of over in this area is a small goblin standing right here. And he shouts out at you, "So, you've come to my camp. Welcome. I'm hungry."
I'm Arden.
We're going to end the session.
Can I just start hellfiring?
Thanks for listening, and we will catch you in the next part of the battle.
You've been listening to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Produced, recorded, and mixed by SF Shields. Executive produced by the RollFare team. Copyright 2021 by RollFare LLC. All rights reserved. Visit us online at rollfare.com.